Moment of silence. Moment of silence. As you can see from the title, Frank Lampard has been sacked in the last 2 minutes. I just woke up. You lot can see my face. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I didn't expect it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't expect it to be done today. I thought he had about 3 games left, but it looks like it's done. The job is too big for him. Chelsea have made a statement, which we'll be getting into. Everyone has tuned in. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new here, hit the notification. We'll be doing another live stream later on today in the evening, probably in about 6-7 hours time. I want to hear your thoughts on this situation. Will you lot Lampard in, out, and why? But Thomas Tuchel will be taken over 100%, and that's a topic that I've been speaking about in the last 5 days. I want to hear if you lot are happy, not happy. But yeah, no more Mason Mount captain, my friends, man. That's what I got to say to you lot. Mason Mount, we'll talk about him another day. But you don't know my name. My name's not important right now, man. This is crazy. Right. Let's read the statement as well. I'm just gonna bring it out for you guys very, very quickly. So the people that said it's time to go, looks like it was time to go, man. It looks like it was time to go. Let's get this screen up. Bear with me. My sharing screen, yeah. Alright. Statement on Frank Lampard 16 minutes ago. Was I that late? No, they tweeted it recently, man. Chelsea Football Club today parted company with head coach Frank Lampard. This has been a very difficult decision and not one that the owner and the board have taken lightly. We are grateful to Lampard for what he has achieved in this time as head coach of the club. However, recent results and performances have not met the club's expectations, leaving the club mid-table without any clear path to sustained improvement. There can be never a good time to part ways with a club legend like Lampard, but after lengthy consideration, it was decided a change is needed now to give the club to improve performances and results this season. Roman Abramovich has spoken. This is a very difficult decision for the club, not least because I have excellent personal relationship with Frank and I have utmost respect for him. He is a man of great integrity and has the highest work ethics. However, under current circumstances, we believe it's best to change managers. On behalf of everyone at the club, the board, and personally, I would like to thank Frank for his work as head coach and wish him every success in the future. He's an important icon of this great club and his status remains. He will always be warmly welcomed back at Stamford Bridge. The club will be making no more further comments until such time as a new head coach is appointed. So, crazy. I mean, there you have it, man. I'm shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm shocked it's happening right now, man. I mean, you can't say you didn't expect it. You know what I mean? And the question marks was, were the board gonna make a choice and be very harsh? That was the question, and they have been very harsh. In terms of they always have stuck to their guns. Basically, they are still sacking managers. If you're not good enough, you're getting sacked. And that's just how it is, man. Mount, I don't know. Let's talk about Thomas Tuchel. Personally, I didn't want Thomas Tuchel. It looks like he's already agreed verbal agreements with Chelsea to be our next manager. But it's peak, fam. It's peak. Let's read some of the comments, man. Mount will still be playing, but not every single game. We'll talk about him another day, man. I'm really upset about this news, but he'll always be a legend as a player in his first season as manager. I wish him the very best wherever he goes. Statistically, he did Chelsea bad. Sad to admit, but it is what it is. Nasir, I waited to hear the news first, and there you have it. Thank you very much, bro. Always there. RIP Mount, damn is sad. What else we got here? Frank Lampard's a decent manager. Like he developed James, Mount, Tomori. Not really Tomori. Tomori's gone, my friend. Gilmore, Abraham in these tactics. I like 4-2-3-1. Salam Hamza, man. What's going on, bro? Sky Sports said he'll be on bench for the game. What do you mean on the bench? Are you talking about Mount? Will Tuchel be in the dugout for Wolves? Maybe. He might be. He might be, man. He might be. Everyone that's tuned in, smash the like button. We need more likes on this video. Get him to over 100 likes during the stream as it helps out this channel. Really sad, man. He needs to go before he gets worse. Father Wayne, I'll add you very, very shortly because I just want to give my thoughts, opinions. Always when I do a live stream, I want to give my opinions first before I get everyone on. So just bear with me because I want to read some of the comments as well. So I see all you, man, supporting the thing. I was right there as a mole in the back room staff. I mean, look, there's reports now saying that Kovacic and another player went to the board directly to speak about Frank Lampard. That's the news currently. It's not confirmed yet. We'll probably do a stream later on today about it. But I was questioning about this Mason Mount captaincy. Like it didn't make sense, fam. Like I'm seeing articles about future captain and all this stuff. Like I get it, it gives you 100% of that. But how are you telling me he's gonna be captain in the future? Don't really understand. Going from the likes of Desai, John Terry, your Drogbas and stuff, bro, doesn't really make sense. I was a bit confused. The transfer window ruined him. Like we only needed Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Mendy. No, we needed wingers as well, bro. 100% we needed wingers, man. We didn't need Havertz, maybe, but with the manager that we probably will get, we'll get the best out of these players. And at the end of the day, the players just have to perform. And if they perform like Timo Werner and Kai Havertz, then that's the most important thing for me, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, Chelsea have stuck to it, man. I have to respect Roman, Marino. I have to respect all of them because they didn't treat him differently. They didn't treat him like a proper legend and gave him more time. And a lot of these fake news people on social media, on Twitter especially, like they got journalist information. They do not have any information. You guys blindly follow these people and give them clout, okay? I'm not even angry at these people. I'm angry at the people like you lot that follow these people, that give them more followers and everything. Why do you, man, follow these people? Oh, Frank Lampard has 3 games to turn it around. Yeah, he's not going to be getting sacked, blah, blah, blah. You lot follow these people, fam. And I'm not talking about carefree youth, by the way. I am not talking about carefree youth. I'm talking about people in the last year or two that have gained over 20,000 followers of chatting nonsense like they've got sources because they don't have sources. I've been on here for ages. Yeah, I know how it works. They do not have sources, okay? So I don't know why people follow these clowns, fam. Like, I don't understand giving people false hope that Frank Lampard has these games to turn it around. Support the man. We've got a banner now, £1,000 banner. Here you go, blah, blah, blah. Mate, it's done. They let Frank Lampard see the banner and now they sacked him. Okay? They could have sacked him before that probably, but they didn't want to do that out of disrespect, fam. You know what I'm saying? My name is in the comments. I'll let you guys see it there. But guys, if you can, smash the like button, man. We've got over 100 people tuned in. If you can, the more likes, more helps on this channel. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification. We'll be doing a stream later on today as well. But I'm speaking facts, bro. Honestly, Aaron, I'm not even. Look, you lot can support me and make me big, yeah, whatever. Like, I'll be grateful for that. But I am not gonna lie to you for clicks, fam. People doing articles, people sending out tweets about Frank Lampard this, Frank Lampard that. He's got a chance. I was told he has 3 more games. Shut the F up, fam. You know what I mean? Shut the F up, man. It pisses me off. Like, it genuinely pisses me off, fam. Yeah, Sadiq with a K at the end, my friends, not Q. I know it sounds like a Q, but it's not Q. But look, let's talk about Tuchel. Definitely not my first choice manager that I wanted. I wanted Allegri, Nagelsmann. Maybe Allegri might come in as an interim. We don't know yet. I'm not going to say that I got sources or anything. Tuchel is definitely better than Frank Lampard. He's been in the game much longer. He knows how to get best out of players like Pulisic as well. Very similar in terms of the project that he wants to bring at Chelsea. So whether Chelsea will back him for more than 2 or 3 seasons, that's another question. But he does have issues with the board. Thiago Silva has had issues with him in training. But the most important thing right now is the manager that we're looking at has a lot more experience than Frank Lampard, and that's the most important thing. Then I have to go to work. I work right here, man. Like, if I could show you. Oh, my laptop's right there. So yeah, that's my work. And also the February games. Well said, you lot, man. That is 100%. Give Tuchel a chance. You don't know what he has in mind yet. I'm not saying he's gonna do worse than Frank Lampard. I said he's gonna do a lot better, my friends. He is better. I just feel like after one season, we might see the same problem again. Unfortunately, that's just what I think. Anyway, how many likes we got on here so far? I didn't think I'll be doing a stream at this time, bro. 11:40, 11:45. Can't believe it, fam. It's sad to see Lampard go, but it has to be done. Let's get some more people on here. Wayne, Father, if you lot on here, shout me, man. Let me see you lot. Come on. Just sharing the tweets. Bear with me. And Father, if this Father guy doesn't have energy, yeah. Yo, honestly, you better give me energy or I'm gonna kick you off, fam. Like, I need energy today, not this tired stuff, man. You have to be fully awake for this news, bro. Like, I have to see this fun. Like, I have to see it, man.
Honestly, I'm so speechless at this point. The fact that I could not believe what I've seen for the last 2 hours now.
I mean,
I'm sad.
I think they let him see the banner, man, and then sacked him. That's it. They let him see the banner that they got from him in the stadium and just sacked him after that. I think if there was no banner, they probably would have got rid of him before that, fam. It looks like Tuchel was already agreed. Tuchel's already agreed.
At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself again. Number one, we just sacked Lampard, and I want to ask anyone in this panel or in this comment section, what is the image tells us as a whole?
That we are short-term success. We don't give chances to anyone. If you're not good enough, you get sacked.
And
even if you're a legend, it doesn't really matter.
That's so bad, man. Honestly.
I mean, it was coming, man. It was coming. Like, I think they just. I'm 100% sure they let the banner like be seen by him, and then they sacked him, man. Otherwise, he would have been sacked before the Luton game. 100%. He shouldn't. He's probably wasn't meant to be here. Like.
And secondly, thing is, yeah. Let's say Tuchel coming in. That's my thing. Tuchel coming in. This is a little bit controversial. If Tuchel coming in, we're gonna having this honeymoon period. It's gonna be decent for the next 5 months or so, and then the next season we're gonna have this good start to the season, and then we're underperforming in the month of November, December, and then after that, fans are unhappy, start to call the manager want to be sacked, and then go back to square one again, merry-go-round, old cycle out that hampered us for a long time, you know.
I mean, that always happens, isn't it? That always happens, and people saying, "Why can't it change for the future managers like Tuchel coming in?" I just don't know if he can do it. You know, like you're saying, we might sack him after a season or two. I don't know if that's Wayne. Wayne, is that you?
Yeah, it's me, mate.
How are you?
Oh, just Daisy, great. I woke up like you and seen the news.
You woke up. Actually, imagine, yeah, listen to this. My cousin, who doesn't watch football at all, messaged me about the news and I woke up. My cousin, who doesn't even watch football, he's telling me all his group chats were talking about it and all this stuff, asking me Lampard sack question mark. I was like, what? And then I see it on Twitter trending. I was like, wow, I had to get up.
You think that's bad? My niece, who's 8 years old, woke me up and told me.
That's crazy, man. Father, how comes you're awake, man?
I just done breakfast, and then after that, seeing that news, I was like, no, I'm not finishing my breakfast. I'm losing appetite.
Yeah, I mean, Tuchel, guys, man. It looks like it's definitely Tuchel. He wasn't my first choice. Father, who was your first choice again? If a new manager came in,
I honestly don't care, Sadiq. I've said this many times. I honestly don't care. Any manager can turn this team around, honestly. At the end of the day, we have to look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture that I told you many times, like a few times before, the fact that it's going to happen again. Like old cycle, you know.
yeah. I mean, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one, man. Imagine getting sacked at what time was it? It was probably like 11:30 or something. He got sacked from.
They supposed to found out before that, didn't they?
Yeah,
But did you
he's
see
meant to be
it's
gone. Then.
Roman Abramovich that said it on the news, and it's like for him to come out and say, I've never known him to come out and say about sacking a manager ever in my life. For him to come
Yeah.
out must have been a hard decision for him to do.
Yeah, I mean, Roman Abramovich has spoken on it, which for me says a lot about that. It must have been a difficult decision, 100%. But look, we are ninth place. We are, it does look very tight in the table in terms of catching other teams, but many of these teams got games in hand. They can go a lot more clear, and we are expected to get at least top four in this state, in this club, basically, because we've spent how much? £220 million. Expectations have always been high. I wanted to make it clear that, just because we had Frank Lampard doesn't mean our ambition can go down. Even if you get top 6, top 8, it's fine if Frank Lampard is here. There's a lot of Lampard in fans that go to the stadium, to the games and stuff, and they want Lampard in, whatever happens. Even to get relegated, there will still be Lampard in. I wanted to make sure that was not the case, and of course, Roman Abramovich has made that happen. It looks like most of the comments are, happy that Frank Lampard is also gone. Some of them are sad, but it had to be done, man. Imagine if we were at the stadium, guys, and there was no pandemic or anything. I don't know if there'll be riots right now, personally.
I think there would be a lot of upset. I don't think it would be as bad as I've seen it in other managers.
Like Mourinho.
Yeah, and Benitez, when Benitez came in, it was just stuff like that. But I don't know you guys, but I'm just shocked how it's been done. It's just, he was there yesterday, he saw the banner, we won the game, and obviously at the week, if I forget, he had that argument with I can't remember his name, on the press conference.
Yeah, Liam. Yeah.
So it's this weekend. It's been such a rough weekend as it is, and then all of a sudden, this is happening, and it's not just that. It's literally happened at a time where we've got all these games coming up now, thick and fast. Whoever does come in are not going to have their time to put their philosophy inside for us to move forward till we have that break, and we haven't got a break for what, month or so.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, man, because I thought maybe the new manager might get, the Luton game to start everything that he wants to do. But it looks like we're going to be getting 3 or 4 difficult league games before that February worrying times. Are you guys shocked or surprised this happened now? I think I'm just surprised it's happened today at this time, personally. I expected it.
A bit of both, but at the same time, I agree with Sadiq. Like, it's not in our hands anymore. I mean, the timing of the sacking, if you look at it from the business point of view, I understand it, but from the fans' perspective, it's a little bit confused. But at the same time, you feel as a fan, maybe myself, Sadiq, Wayne, maybe other people here, like, would think of Lampard as a good player and a good manager as well, and the love for him will never change,
Yeah, I mean, he might come back one day. We'll see what happens.
Can I ask you guys?
You're gone.
Cool. I'll ask you. Do you think, if it is Tuchel, do you think he'll bring someone in that knows the club, that's got that history of us, to come in as like assist him or part of his backwards stuff somehow?
It's difficult to say, but
I would bring Bala. I would
You,
bring
you know,
Ballack, to be fair.
probably something like that. But Tuchel, I heard when he was approached when he wanted a job in 2017, 2018, he knew everything about the club. He knew the youth players. He knew everything inside out. Like he was proper detailed about his Chelsea application. He wanted that job basically, and we said no to him. So, I mean, look, there's a lot more positives than negatives for Tuchel to come in, 100%. I'm not going to lie to you and be like I'm his biggest fan or anything. I just want to say as well, when he comes in, everyone has to support him because there's going to be a lot of hate towards Lampard going, and the next manager that comes in, you're not going to be giving him 100%. So the managers have to be backed. Now, to all the people that want to come on, there's going to be limited time because I want to invite a lot more people at the same time. Obviously, Father and Win can stay on, but the people that come in, probably about 5 minutes each or something, and then we're going to switch it around. Okay, so the link is in the comments. You lot can join there. But as I said, probably 5 minutes max.
Just hit the button, hit it with
Like
your
the video.
tiny hand.
Wayne, tell him to like the video, man.
We need to get him going, man. We need to get this boy rolling again. You know what I mean? It's too
guys,
long. We need to get the
like
views
video,
going.
man.
We need to get the likes button going.
Look, there's a mouse, and then you can click it. See, click.
But yeah, guys, look, link in the script in the comments right now. You guys can come and join, give your thoughts. But as I said, max 5 minutes, man. What else can we talk about right now? We spoke about Tuchel, we spoke about Lampard. A lot of fans are happy that he's gone. This is what happens when fans become a disgrace to the club. Oh, okay. Okay, look, this is the question I want to ask you guys, actually. The youth, what do you think of the youth? Do you think they still will be playing as much like they were under Frank Lampard? Or do you think, he might get dropped?
I'm not sure. I think the certain players will stay. I think James will. I think James will be cemented. I think he'll be the right back. So I think that he's the sort of player that the Tuchel will like.
Yeah.
But I am not sure about Mount. I'm not sure about Abraham either. It's gonna be. I'm just the thing with Tuchel. I don't know a lot about him to know how he plays his philosophy. But I just hope he don't backstab on what Lampard's done and brought in these youth players and started the ball rolling for our youth to have that way in now. And I just hope that stays and not gets right. Let's go back to our ways we used to do it, as we brought all these players in. The youth never got a chance. They went on loan, then we sold them, then we regretted it.
Oh, I think his mic broke towards the end. Yeah, I think I understood everything that you said there. Basically before how it was with Lampard. Got a guy coming on here. Yeah, go on.
Not only youth though. Apparently, my second concern is the fact that transfer window. Again, like last season, when Lampard had all the luxury all the time, in the world to do a crazy transfer window like he did last year, and then the question that needs to be asked: will the board back the new manager, whether it's Tuchel or anyone, to give the manager a luxury with it like Lampard did?
Yeah. I mean, we've got a new guest here, Grant.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Give me your thoughts on the second, of course, first of all, and the new manager most likely to take over, Tuchel. Your thoughts on him?
All right, let's all be honest here. Each and every Chelsea fan right now, we actually love Lampard as a player, but we do not love him as a manager, because if we're gonna love Lampard as a manager, we're gonna slowly become Arsenal. The only thing that we're gonna win maybe like FA Cup or the smaller cup. Lampard doesn't have it to win the league, even the Champions League, because if you spend 220 million, it still doesn't have your starting 11, and that's where you have a lot of time to do that, because you have to think what he's doing on the training ground. because you cannot expect something at the training ground which you trained all maybe 2-3 days. Come on match day and expect something different. It doesn't work like that.
Mm.
Yeah, so for we getting a new manager right now, we need experience because we are actually 9th right now. So top 4 is looking a bit far right now. As you can see, all the teams are over there playing right now. So it's good to get a new manager.
Yeah. And what's your thoughts on Tuchel coming in? Obviously, he's most likely going to be coming in as favourite.
Well, I not really have anything. I just need someone with experience right now to come and gel the team. But he doesn't have as much time right now to do it. We just have to just try to get to top 4. As I'm saying, we're gonna be coming Arsenal just to become top 4. We don't want to finish top 4. No, we're becoming Arsenal right now.
Yeah. I mean, look, that was my most worrying thing as well. Arsenal becoming Arsenal. We're not Arsenal Football Club, basically.
Every season we're gonna say top 4. No, we want to win Premier League. We want Premier League. I'd rather to change manager and win Premier League than become Arsenal up top 4 with FA Cup. No, if we win FA Cup, we can get quality players. What we're gonna say? We have FA Cup. We need Champions League and we need Premier League.
But how much patience can a manager get, man? How much patience can a manager get in terms of his job? Because obviously Frank Lampard's been sacked after, 18, 19 games?
18 months at least. At least 18 months.
18 months.
That's like...
It all depends. It all depends on the contract before he signs. You want to know what he will do. If he said that you have a project for for 2 years, and if it's not going good, it simply means we have to sack him.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne, how long? Yeah, I mean, Wayne, how long should a manager get in general?
2 seasons at least. 2 seasons at least.
Yeah,
you have to see what you come in with and the players that you're gonna get to see the type of football you can manage. 2 seasons.
I hear you. I'm asking Wayne now, bro. Wayne?
It depends on the circumstances. So any normal manager, you would give him year and a half, 2 years. But obviously, it's hard to sit there and say a certain time because you never know circumstances. If it's a great second with Mourinho, second time he did it and went down to 14th and we looked bad straight away. It's got to be done. But we can't sit there and say about Lampard. I can hear you out, but Lampard, we can't sit and say he's a bad manager like that. He what he's done for the first year with no transfer ban and bringing all the youth players. There's not many managers out there could have done the job he did for us. So I admit this year has been a suffer, but to me, he always will be a legend in the manager and the player.
Fair enough. That's your opinion. I do agree with the first season comment as well. He did do really, really well. Grant, lastly, I'm going to ask you this question before I have to pass it on to other people to come on. What do you make of the youth? Do you think they'll get the same chances like they done under Frank Lampard with the new manager, or do you think the youth will be slowly taken out of the game for Chelsea?
They will get chance, but not everyone.
Who do you think will feature a lot more, and who do you think won't feature?
I think Callum will be featured more.
Callum, yeah.
I don't think Billy Gilmore gonna get more feature, but I think Callum gonna be featured more.
What about Tammy Abraham?
Yeah, he's already in the team, so yeah, he's gonna feature. Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of feature also.
Yeah, I mean it's a shame about Tomorrow as well, man. Tomorrow's just gone out on loan.
That's one of the biggest mistake that we made.
Yeah, option to buy. He's probably going to be gone if he does well as well. So that's crazy, man.
he should be playing with Thiago.
Yeah, I mean, at least third choice, definitely. At least.
Yeah, and one more thing.
Yeah.
From actually, Kurt Zuma only could play good if he playing with a proper partnership at centre back. He can't play with nobody else.
I mean, I feel like it's the same with all the defenders, man. Especially last season, Rudiger, Christensen, they can't play unless they've got someone with actual leadership. I mean, it's difficult to say, man. Look, Kurt Zuma, for me, he was making mistakes in that game yesterday as well. You know, for the goal that Kepa conceded, you know, man was jumping out of the way. Like,
Yeah, I got the last minute, but Kepa reflex didn't actually kick in so quick. But I could see. But everybody blaming Kepa, said he made a mistake, and they're not seeing what come in front of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. But look, Grant, thanks for coming on. We'll bring you on again in the future, and look after yourself. Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Sure, man.
I mean, yeah, man. Look, how many likes you got so far, man?
Can we talk about like the mole on this club? Because I do have to agree with.
What's the point?
Like,
we already know, man. What's the point?
But, like, who can have the power to do it though? To be fair, in the backroom style.
I mean, look, Lampard's gone. That means Jody Morris is probably gone as well. I asked you lot so many times, what does Jody Morris do? Okay, it's the same question we'd ask about Zola. Zola was just frozen out for no reason. I didn't think it was right, personally. Okay, he was assistant manager, and he just took him out. I'm hoping he comes back soon as well, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But Farah, what do you think is going behind the scenes, man? Like right now, who do you think stays in the backroom staff? Joe Edwards, Jody Morris. Do these guys stay?
I just think Jody Morris would go, and I'll probably think Joe Edwards as well, because I think there's like I said for about a few times for the past 1 hour or so, there's a mole in this team in the backroom staff. It's not Jody Morris, it's not Joe Edwards that wanted him out. It's just somebody like somebody in that backroom staff, because let's be honest, backroom staff people, it's not mainly 3 people. There are like loads of people there. So it's hard to name one person to have the power to have the ability to say that it's all that, don't worry, it goes on anyway. It's very like unorthodox, like shall we say, to be fair. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I totally agree, man. Just before carry on, I want to say, Yusuf, the reason why I walked away is because I've got my work laptop. I need to make sure that I'm online so they know that I'm working whilst I'm taking a break, fam. So relax yourself before you send for me, man. But yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Definitely, there's something going on behind the scenes. I got my man Kofi Graham, fam. Oh my days! This is the first time on the channel. Obviously, you've been supporting man for many years.
What do we say?
How are you, my friend? First of all, man, how are you?
Good. Thanks to yourself, guys. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, not too bad, man.
I mean, I don't think everyone's happy right now in general. I found out we're going, but yeah, we're all good, man. Tell me your thoughts on Frank Lampard. Tell me your thoughts on Thomas Tuchel and all that, man.
Look, I mean, if you know me, you know I watched Dortmund a lot. So obviously I saw him at the time where he was at Dortmund. One thing I will say is his integration with youth players is very good. We saw it a lot with Christian Pulisic. I think he got the best out of him when he was at Dortmund personally while he was there. So I do think the youth players will have a chance to really prove themselves, each and every one of them. But he is the type of manager that will stick on a player that will work best for him. So, you know, if he does see James is just not integrating well with his system or just anyone, you know, he will bench them. That's the reality. I mean, that's what all managers tend to do.
Yeah.
I will back him. I do think he will get us to a place that's good. But yeah, it just depends on how much time the board give him realistically. Because I mean, if he gets one season, then it's pretty much there's no reason to bring him in. You know, he's also a long-term manager. So yeah,
You're
I don't know.
basically you're a big fan of him. Basically, you understand how he
I'm
works.
not
basically.
his biggest fan. I'm not his biggest fan, but I have faith in what he can do, in his ability. But yeah, preferably, he's not my first choice. He really isn't my
Who's
first
your
choice.
first choice? Who's your first choice?
Man, I didn't have a first choice, but I will say this. I kind of was excited about Benitez for a bit.
What?
Just mainly because I could see him getting us to a good point at the end of the season. I don't see him as a long-term thing, but
Yeah, interim.
yeah, just an interim position.
I want to know the long term. Who's the long term manager?
Long-term, man, it's hard. There's not really a lot of managers that I guess could carry out what Frank was doing right now in the market.
I mean, Tuchel and Nagelsmann were the most likely two that are kind of similar in terms of the project. I wanted to go a different way. I want to go back to Allegri, change it back to defensive football and get results.
Would have been good. Would have been decent.
But Lampard in general, though, man. What's your thoughts on Lampard in general?
Man, look, I really feel bad for him. He never got enough time to implement his long-term plan. As much as he was frustrating us throughout these past weeks, it's to be expected when you are a manager trying to implement a completely new system, especially one that Chelsea has never seen before. When I look at managers like, for example, now Arteta and I just look at them and I think, wow, those teams have more of a right to sack their managers than probably us, mainly because in our time we never had that relegation type of talk. There wasn't anything concerning about what Frank was doing, other than the fact that we were losing games we should probably be winning. And you look at Arsenal and you're like, wow, okay, Arteta, the board clearly has the most amount of respect and faith in what you're doing, even though you arguably came off way worse than Lampard. So I do feel sorry for him. I really wish he got a little bit more time to implement what he wanted to implement. But I mean, it was there. It was written in the stars. You could see his demeanor, the way people were reacting to him. He was eventually going to get sacked. It could have been later, but he wasn't going to last the rest of the season. I feel bad. I wish he could have at least finished the season with us, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's Chelsea Business Club. We have to get results, and the board were not pleased clearly with him, and that's what they've decided.
100%. And it looked like the sources around us, like the Athletic, ESPN, it looks like they've got everything spot on, people.
Yeah.
Everything they said, they've got it spot on.
Yeah.
That has to be full credit to them, because they didn't want to be biased with it. They didn't, take the mick. They just said, like, it's a matter of when rather than if. When it's gone, it will be definitely gone, basically. And now they've made a choice. So
for Lampard, especially in his last interview where he said he recognized the stress, I kind of feel like journalists, especially breaking the news now. I mean, I think you tweeted, or someone tweeted, we all found out before the players did. And it just goes to show you how rough it is, especially in the football community, where we kind of can predict the landscape of how things are going to be before, the people involved directly with the club are. Yeah. Which is, it sucks even more for Lampard, because, I mean, what do you tell, your team? That's it. He didn't get a farewell. He's not going to get a farewell with the team, I can imagine. I don't think, other than, I guess, your youth players who have had time with them are going to release statements. It's kind of a hard pill to swallow when you think about how this is how the club is run and managed. You wake up to these sorts of things, so it sucks, man.
100%. Ryan Khan in the comments, is he manager? He's going to be manager very, very soon. Apparently, according to the Boud, he's going to be in London very, very soon, probably today. So we are expecting an announcement today, maybe tomorrow. There'll be streams in the evening, probably in about 4 or 5 hours time again if there's any updates. But yeah, I'm sure we're going to be talking about a lot more. But Father, I know you're saying that what's the point? It doesn't really matter who comes in and out. What is the expectation now with this manager coming in terms of this season? Is it just top 4? Do you think?
I think top 4 can be salvageable under a new manager, but if you look at the target right now, like top 4 should be the priority from the start of the season.
Yeah.
And I think with this new manager, I just feel like we can pick up trophies along the way, like FA Cup, Champions League.
Champions League, you never know, man. You never know.
Champions League, you never know. I mean, at the end of the day, that's not my overly concern. My overly concern is the bigger picture. Again, like I said, you did this like an hour ago. Like again, we're going on this decent, good form for the next 6 months or so. And
Yeah,
then
but you know what it tells you? I know what you're saying about the project. What's the point of sacking managers and that? I just think it's just short-term success now, man. That's it. Manager comes in, wins trophies. If he doesn't do well, gone.
Are we going to do that part for the next couple of years?
We have no say, bro. We have no say.
Do you think that we lose our identity for the last 10 years?
Yeah. But I don't think the board care, fam. Like Kofi said, it's a business. Every club is a business, my friend. Like it's not. Before Chelsea became rich, yeah, I saw bare passion from Chelsea. Like we might have been coming 5th, 6th, whatever, but there was a lot more passion, fight, and it was a lot more different back then compared to now. We have it very lucky now because we win trophies. But when you take it back then, the Uniteds, the Arsenals that were top and giving it 100, those are the days that I wish Chelsea were amazing, personally. Do you agree, Wayne?
Yeah. Well, I remember them days because we struggled to get top 6 most times as well, and Booed Hullet and Viali and
Forget against top 6. We lost to Arsenal, who was sat in 15. We lost to Wolves, sat in 13. How are we going to go into top 6 in the way that we played for the last 2 months?
I know. But back in the days, man, we have it. We have it lucky, man. Trust me, we have it lucky. Wayne will tell you how lucky it is. I
want to ask one question to I can't remember your name, sorry, guy, but Kofi. What you said you've seen Tuchel under Borussia Dortmund. What is his philosophy? What's his style of play? People like myself, I don't know what his style of play is and what his philosophy is. Could you enlighten me in that sort of?
Well, most people will say he employs zero tactics, but he's a very tactical player. He's not afraid to play attacking football. Most of what you'll probably see if you just go on YouTube and just watch any PSG or Dortmund highlights, he employs very attacking football. He's not conservative. He's a 4. Is he a 4-4? No. He's a 4-3-3, I think. Can't remember, but he's definitely 4-3-3 orientated. So he likes to have his attackers up front. Sometimes, most importantly, number 10 is very important for him. The number 10 role.
Kai Havertz.
Yeah. So Kai, if he proves himself very, very well, he's going to enjoy the role under him. So. He's a very attack-minded person. He's a very tactical person as well. It's not a fast-paced build-up. You won't. It's not like Frank, where the first 5 minutes you'll have that electric pace, but it will be a build-up. You'll see your wingers coming in more centrally to support the attackers a little bit more. You'll definitely see dynamic football as well. It won't be a case of there's a one-dimensional type of flow. It's free-flowing football, which is good. But at times, his football, and this is where the no tactics people come in, his football does become a bit disjointed. So you'll see 5 minutes, it'll be attacking, and you'll see sequences that are good, but it'll switch up. And I'm not sure if it's down to just the plays that he had or him on the sidelines, but his tactics never made sense. It wouldn't be one thing from the first minute to the 90th minutes, which is what I found in most games. But like I said, man, he'll get the most out of your attacking players. Defensive wise, I mean, we already aren't that good at defending. So it's I'm not looking forward to that, but I do see us being more of a threat up front in front of teams.
That's the most important thing. So we're basically trying to say we probably outscore most opponents because our defensive record is shocking anyway.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I want to see if Timo Werner will be played on the wing or will he be up top. That's going to be very interesting for me to see. I do feel a lot of confidence going to be coming back for Timo Werner, Kai Havertz. And I do feel, Frank Lampard gave Mason Mount the captaincy just because it was his last game. I think Frank Lampard knew he was gone, basically. And maybe that's why he snapped at the journalist as well, probably, for that press conference. Could it be the reason he gave Captain Ban? No, it's not because of that, man. It was just done. He wanted to make history. And look at us now. We've become a laughing stock of another club. I mean, we've always been like that, man. Thomas Tuchel had the best win ratio out of all PSG managers and is a great tactical manager. He'll do great at Chelsea, says OAO. Hopefully, let's read more comments very quickly before we speak about something else. No one could insult Robin, no matter what he does.
I agree with that.
He is probably one of the biggest reasons why we have these players and why we had those players. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Easy, bro. If Lampard stays in top 4, he won't get sacked. He gets his time in players. Every patient has a limit. Is Lampard sacked? I don't know what world you're living in, my friend. I don't know what country you're in.
I think. Can you go back to the previous comment? I want to read again because I think that I like that comment.
It's Yusuf as well. Which one?
No,
the Lampard one. Hang on, give me a sec. Where do you go, man?
Every patient has the one that every patient has a limit. Yes, I think from the business point of view, like they had enough. I totally understand that, but at the end of the day, like again, the board has to look at the bigger picture again. And as you said earlier, like I agree with what you said, like about being short-term success. But
it's just what we are, fam. What can we do? As fans, me, you, what can we do? You might as well go support Arsenal, bro.
We just have to continue.
You get the sign standing out saying, "We will not move. We will not move."
Yeah, imagine. Those are the days, man. Guys, everyone that's tuned in, if you can, please. I want everyone in the panel to say it as well, man. Tell them to like the video, man. Father, Kofi, all you lot, man. Tell them to like the video, man.
Like the video. If you want to see more content, like the video. Subscribe.
You know what I mean? That, man, it's free.
You know the vibes.
Yeah, I'm hearing he's on an 18-month contract apparently with Tuchel. Look, I'm not gonna read people's tweets and all this nonsense. Yeah, a lot of people made followers out of this nonsense. Oh, Frank Lampard's gonna get another 3 to 5 games, man. No matter what, blah blah blah. Get out of here, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. Personally, I think Tuchel will do well at Chelsea. I feel like he has experience and he has the trophies and wins to back it up. Hopefully we get back into winning ways. Tuchel will be good, but Allegri, I can't see the emojis on the screen. Can you not see emojis, or is it the same as all? It says elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough.
There's no emojis.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well.
Sorry about that. I'm excited about football again. Fully supported Lampard. Gutted about what's happened. Really not sure how to feel about it. I'm worried about Mount and others. End of the day, man. Chelsea come first, innit? We have to remember that, man. Unfortunately, you'll now see a clear style of play and what tactics Tuchel wants to play. Do you think the new manager will keep playing Hakim Ziyech? Yes, I feel he'll be a lot more involved, Kofi.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, every player that Lampard has signed, every player that he's employed in his side, they will get a chance. And Ziyech has the quality to stay for his team. I believe so. So I don't think there's any problem with Ziyech, he definitely will be a starter.
100%.
I'm not. And the second, and also in addition to that, though, the youth as well. The likes of, again, we talked about the youth from an hour ago, and then I'm sorry I have to bring that up again. Where does it lead? Does it go to the likes of Billy Gilmore, Reece James, Mason Mount, Tammy, Thomas-Tuchel? Like, where are they stand now? Really, like, are the new manager? Is the new manager going to give the youth some proper chance in the first team, or eventually it's happened again like the old days, like we're gonna have to loan out most of the players.
No, that's what Kofi was saying. If you're good enough in a certain position that he wants you to play, and you play, man, based on merit, basically. So, I do expect certain players not to feature. I expect certain players not to feature. I don't think Tammy is going to be here long term. Personally, he hasn't signed a long term deal as well. I don't know if he's good enough for Chelsea anyway. Maybe a second, third choice, maybe. But just lead the line, I don't think he is. If I'm proven wrong, I'll be surprised, man. But I think Chelsea will go back to usuals, man, in terms of signing players that to take us back to the top. The likes of Timo Werner, Kai Havertz. Maybe this is why this Haaland news has come out recently, that we're going to be breaking a bank for the new manager. We have to look at it like that, basically. Like it was, Kai Havertz was a board signing as well. So these guys must be planning, just in case things go wrong with Frank Lampard. They've got the future backed for the next manager. So that's just how it is, unfortunately. Maybe, I think only Hakim Ziyech, Ben Chilwell spoke about Lampard, about how he persuaded him and all that stuff. So maybe that was his signings. Ben Chilwell definitely was. He wanted Declan Rice, and he was considering, not confirmed yet, but he's considering to sell Aspi before the season started as well, which is another question mark we have to ask.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not fully confirmed yet, but I think TalkSport were speaking about it just before I came on live, that Cesar Azpilicueta was being considered to be sold before the season.
Statements.
Yeah, this is why I'm going to do another live stream later on today. So when I get all the news and stuff together, we'll probably speak about it properly anyway. But I think everyone's a bit shocked that we got to do video at this time. Most people were sleeping. I was sleeping. I got out of bed. Look, my man's over dog. Look.
Dude, I'm having a breakfast, man. I'm having breakfast after that news. I was like, I'm losing my appetite after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, Tuchel, I don't know about the political side about him. Apparently, we don't know what's right, what's wrong. David Moore making statements.
It's the thing. Remember the day that we were there for that Lampard's appointment.
Yeah, boy, I'm not gonna forget that day, man. We were there for how long? 3 hours, 4 hours?
4 hours, nearly 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours, and we somehow met him with Petr Cech as well. Do you remember Petr Cech's car outside the shop?
Yeah, I know, right?
Those are the days, man. Do you think the new manager will have faith in Timo, or will they sell him in the summer? I think the aim is to get him settled in this club.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the aim. There's no way they'll be leaving within a year. 100%.
No.
Well,
I think I think as well, the new players, like the first season, okay, understand. You just came in from the different league. It's gonna take time to settle to this Premier League. We've seen this with the likes of foreign players to come into the Premier League, and eventually, like next season, Kai Havertz again. I'll be damn sure it's gonna be a massive statement for him.
100%.
And Timo Werner as well. These new players will come good next season.
100%. Even maybe now, man. Even maybe like the next couple of games, you might see a new them, man. It always happens. When a new manager comes in, something different happens, man. Like
honeymoon period, man. We always have it.
Yeah, that's what I mean, man. You sound so sad, James. I mean, it is quite a sad day in the Chelsea world right now.
Sad and shocked. To be fair, like
shock as in you didn't think he'll be gone now, or just it was announced now?
Shock as in like the timing of the sacking.
on a random Monday.
Yeah, random Monday as well. Yeah, Will said that. When did we play Luton? Yesterday, ain't it?
We just
Yeah.
played yesterday.
Oh my days! They should have
Literally
given.
literally
Yeah, go on.
about 22 hours later after that game. Like
Guys, that
18 hours.
means that means the French reports that talked about Tuchel taking over were also right,
Hectic. There's a
And-
mole. Someone said it. There's a mole.
and they were the first one to say Tuchel will be sacked at PSG, and we kind of disregarded them. Well, I did personally on the live. So, wow. I mean, these guys.
Tuchel won't kill Timo. Tuchel won't kill Timo and Havertz's career in the team. No way. There's no way in hell that will happen now.
This is a very, very good point. If Tuchel is available for Wednesday, is Tuchel already in England? He must self-isolate for 10 days before taking over, right? If so, this decision was made after.
I think he was in England for about 2 weeks. I'm not sure about that, but I heard the news that he was in London also today. But
today,
I think
yeah, I seen
in
that.
England, I think in England, I think it's been self-isolating though. I think it's not going to be a problem. Yeah, right. There's always a mole.
So the question is, when did Frank receive the news? Did he receive it before?
He must have known. He must have known. He must have known. He must have known.
I think he must have known that, and it kept it secret, not to sport the media, you know.
Yeah, because you're on the contract, and that's why probably he went out at Liam in the journalist, probably because he knew that was his last thing.
Do you think Silva, because he's doing his coaching badges, do you think he'd be in Tuchel's backroom staff? And
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's a very good point. Very good point.
Who knows? Next season, I think he hasn't extended his contract yet for next season.
No,
not yet. Chelsea had the choice to do it. He does want to stay here for another season at least, but Chelsea haven't. They've got the option, but they've not taken it yet. But,
I think great asset so far.
Go back to Mason Mount.
Thoughts on Mason Mount, people, and where he stands at this club. I don't think he's gonna be first choice. Honestly, I don't think he's gonna be first choice.
Yeah,
and this is the point that I made in my tweet the other day about we're basing our game around him. Like we're gonna see a different Chelsea now. 100%.
Won't be first choice.
Sorry?
Kovacic is coming back. He definitely won't be first choice.
Kovacic, I don't even know who's gonna be playing, man. I just want to see Havertz in it. I've been hyping Havertz so much, yeah. I got my Tottenham brother, like my actual brother who supports Tottenham, cussing me every game about Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. It's really, really annoying.
Yeah.
It's Tottenham guy, bro. It's really annoying, man. I really need them to fix up. So we will see what happens. As soon as the news came before the Leicester game, the club will close second. Lampard before Leicester game. Frank Lampard took us Champions League and won it. Now in the worst possible way, they sack. Well, he did make comments about AVB about not being ready because he's young. You need to remember that as well. All I want to see is Havertz and Werner be on form. I think that's what we all want to see personally. Wow, great. What's great? Frank Lampard gone. I love when people come on and drop those comments. You just think, what are they talking about? What about N'Golo Kante?
It depends how long the injury lasts for. I think he's gonna be his first choice, but again, he's an injury prone again. Like how long is he gonna be out for? And I think it's gonna be pivotal this season if the new manager coming in.
But when Kante, Tuchel wanted him in PSG, but for a couple of years,
Yes, he did.
So
Correct.
I would have thought he'd be probably one of the players he wants to be in that
100%.
team.
It's a good point. Very good point. Because I remember making those videos every single day about it. PSG, 100%. To be fair, we got over 120 likes, you know. It's a decent stream, you lot, man. I appreciate you lot coming on. I don't know what time. I forgot what time it is over there, Kofi. What's the time over there?
Oh man, it's 2:30 over here.
I'll say 2 hours ahead, basically.
Yeah.
2 hours ahead. It's 12:30 here. This is a bit sad, man. Great news. Let him go, Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham. I'm telling you, man. Question marks going to be asked about Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham. I think Reece James, Hudson-Odoi will definitely feature a lot on this new manager. I don't know about Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, Billy Gilmore. Maybe that's why they're talking about Billy Gilmore going out on loan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the reports after the game about going out on loan as well. So
Yeah, no,
maybe.
I think that Tomori gone on the Peters. I think it's already disgraced though to let go Tomori on loan.
I don't think it was Lampard's choice, man. I think this was behind the scenes as well.
Do you think this could create big money Mbappe in some? Well, who knows? At this during pandemic, who knows, man? We might do the craziest transaction ever.
If
If
we
we
get
get
If we have the money, if we have the money and capability, why not?
I mean, we didn't expect to have Havertz, Ziyech, and all these guys in one window, so why not? Which is why we've been speaking about Haaland coming in as well, maybe. So I do expect a big signing. I do expect at least one. Whether it's Mbappe or Haaland or whoever, it's going to be a big statement, basically. I think Chelsea just want to get back to that level. I'm seeing. Obviously, it's not progress in terms of with the manager, but I'm seeing progress as ambition. That's what I'm seeing progress on. So if you take it back from Conte's second season, who are backed so much from the likes of Zabacosta, Barkley, Drinkwater, stuff like that, it is massive progress that we've changed the board. Yeah, tough times, exactly. So, hey everyone, how's it going? I'll be honest, I was not expecting Lampard to go today. I honestly thought he was going to get the next 3 games. That's because you're following fake news on Twitter, probably. However, I can also see why the board have done this. No, honestly, man, Kofi, honestly, hang on quickly, yeah. I'm sick and tired, bro. Like, honestly, people get bare followers for chatting shit. Like, they got sources, man. It pisses me off, bro. I've been told Lampard this, I've been told Lampard that. Bro, you have no information from him. You have no information.
I think before the sacking, I think it was judged on game-to-game basis. But I think from the Leicester point, I think Leicester lost. I think that's the last straw of Frank Lampard, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, like, no one was playing for him anyway, realistically.
I don't like that one, what I just say.
Remember he had bust up with Marcos Alonso at West Brom away.
Yeah, but I think that's minor, man. I don't think Marcos Alonso has any effect like that. Like, it's Marcos Alonso in it. I feel like he lost the actual first 11 in terms of the playing ability, like the way they want to, the way he wants them to play. They just gave up. Kovacic, for me, just looks finished. He looks finished. Jorginho doesn't even feature because out of form. Like, all we're seeing is Mount. And the treatment of Hudson-Odoi. All right, cool. Just as he loves Pulisic, cool, man. You love him, innit? But Hudson-Odoi has to play. Whether he plays with Pulisic or with Hakim Ziyech, he has to play. He didn't play until the last recent games. That's another thing that we have to look at as well. Like, he didn't play him. Why did he not play him?
I just thought of something. Didn't Rudiger, he wanted Rudiger in the summer, didn't he, Tuchel? He wanted him on loan in the summer.
Yes.
The last 2 Premier League games, big games, who played with Silva in social events?
Rudiger.
And that was after the Man City game. And if it is true that he found out after the Man City game he was going to be sacked and he knew Tuchel was taking over, do you think that was the reason why he put Rudiger in instead of Zuma?
Yeah. I mean, that's a very good point. I mean, I would be surprised if Tuchel loves Rudiger that much, but you never know with these players, man. They will have their chance to come back into the team 100% full time. Listen, I was not listening to that from Twitter pages, bro. More like Chelsea fifth stand up. Yeah, but did the Chelsea fifth stand up talk about him getting a few more games? Because all I saw was these pages talking about, he's going to get a few more games, according to my sources, blah, blah, blah. Nah, mate, it's not happening.
You can't even trust Chelsea themselves, man, because Lampard himself said the board, I don't know if he said it himself, but it was implied that he was going to get more than a season, at least more than 2 seasons to implement his plans. How can you even trust our own sources anymore?
I know, man. But the thing is, the sources around us in terms of the Athletic and the ESPN, they've got it spot on, fam. They've got it spot on. And it's sad because they must have serious links at the club, or they might, because one of them did say, yeah, they cannot speak too much on it. I feel like, you know, that TalkSport interview before the game. I forgot what game it was. Was it Man City? I can't remember. Where Simon Johnson will speak on TalkSport. He must have said something saying about when rather than if. So he already knew something was going on. He already knew something's going on already, and we took it serious. But what he done was he changed his narrative to, I was referring to my previous article a couple of weeks ago about, you know, managers being shortlisted. So he didn't want all the hype at that time. So he must have tried to control what was being said because he knew what was happening already. So trust me, man, these journalists, they got it spot on. His peak. Before Leicester game. Sorry, yes. He made an article after the Man City game, but he spoke before the Leicester game again about it. That's what it was, yes. Do you think the coach will call Goyi? I see him more of Kimpembe, who Tuchel promoted, or the return of Tomori if Milan will buy him. We don't really have a say on Tomori right now. You know, he could be gone. But yeah, it's a good point, Jonathan. Maybe. We'll see. I think Lampard should have stayed. It's the players who are on reverses, dropping the morale of the starters. Lampard knows what he's doing, tactics he can improve, and I think it is wrong to sack him. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't really matter anymore because he's gone. It's gone now, man. Lewis plays, unfortunately. Haaland is a first-class striker. Do you think he's going to want to come to the club? Know the state we are in. I mean, if we fix up, he'll come, man. No?
Well, look at Borussia Dortmund at the moment. It's not like they're doing really well at the moment, are they? Nearly.
Yeah, they're like 5th, aren't they, or something?
Exactly. So, I can see him coming to Chelsea for the simple fact that he can see that there's opportunity there. I think he's the one person I think all Chelsea fans would love to be at Chelsea. But it's the fact is, if we can do it, and then like we were talking about it before, if we can do it, 'cause we've got the money, if we got it, put it in, get it over and done with, because Tuchel will want him in. He will want someone like that as a striker. That's what he was wanted at PSG. He never got it. So let's get it done. Let's put it in and go from there.
Yeah, apparently Frank Lampard's being linked with the Celtic job already.
That would be surprising.
Wow. I mean, that's the reports right now. Anyway, I'm just reading some of them. Lampard to Celtic. TalkSport again, by the way. Like, TalkSport have been speaking quite a lot about the Ashley thing that I was telling you guys about, which I'll be looking into. But it looks like from the reaction on Twitter, especially, that they're excited that Chelsea are going to be a big club again, apparently. Everyone's excited that Lampard's been sacked today. That's it.
Shame on you.
So, it's crazy, man. I'm heartbroken. Go and watch Rory's video. He makes every single point. Rory loves Lampard, man. He's too much. He's a Chelsea man, all this stuff. I didn't hear the same energy for Sarri, man. But everyone has their own opinions. Jaden, good to have you back, my friend. Kofi, what do you do now, man? Are you studying? Are you working? What are you doing now, man?
What do I do now? So I make
how's
content.
it in your country? How's it in your country with the pandemic and stuff?
Man, it's hectic. I think we have the third most COVID cases in the world. It's crazy. Yeah. People just want to go out and party in my country. That's just the life. So we aren't in like a lockdown, but we're in a kind of provincial quarantine, so we can't go to different states. They've kind of closed the borders to that. But in terms of what I'm doing, I make content for other YouTubers. I make content for myself. I'm just a content creator and a graphic designer all around. So
Cool.
and I study. So
You study as well. Cool. What's Jaden? Bottom right is my very, very good friend Wayne. Wayne, he was just asking who is at the bottom right. Ross Telfer, I feel for the youth now. Generally fear for them, and I have a horrible feeling all their
Yeah.
fever.
Again, like what Kofi said, like if they're good enough, like, why not?
Yo, you in GDK?
Yeah.
What delivery came now or from yesterday?
Nah, it's from yesterday.
Oh, cool. This guy loves his GDK.
don't fear the youth, man. Just go back, look at when Tuchel first came. He had the likes of Dembele, Pulisic, Götze. Who else did he have? Sancho came after him, but he had youth players there, and he had veteran players there at the club as well. And for him, it's really just finding the perfect fit of how his system will work. I did say he played 4-3-3, very attacking minded as well. So if he finds someone that's good enough for his system, he will play you. So don't fear the youth.
Yeah.
But
Timo Werner loves GDK.
keep in mind, not every youth player will make it. So that's just the reality.
Oh, yo, he's calling you Timo Werner. Yo, he calls you Timo Werner, fam. Because basically, father loves
in the world.
Father loves GDK, and I'm sorry, he loves Timo Werner. So they're now calling you Timo Werner, bro. I hope you get your confidence back, by the way, Timo Werner. All right?
Yeah.
Was the decision to let Thiago Silva leave a Tuchel decision? If yes, will it be in the starting level? That's a very good point as well. We want to see what happens on that one.
I want to see what happened last year
It was,
after the Champions League final. After that final, though.
No, but the thing is,
It was
the thing is, though, Silva has spoken a bit badly about the way Tuchel trains. So that's why the question's been asked about that. So maybe it could be. We will see, man. We won't know anything now.
Silva said before one of his interviews before he came when he signed for Chelsea, Leonardo was the one that did it to him because he spoke to Tuchel and Tuchel said, "I want you to stay." He spoke to Leonardo. Leonardo said, "Yeah, I want you to stay. We're going to offer you a contract." The contract never came. Tuchel was telling them to try to get that contract. They refused to do it. Then he signed for Chelsea, and then they said after the Champions League final, "Here's a contract. We want you to sign it." And Silva said, "No, I've already signed a pre-contract with Chelsea. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it at Chelsea. I'm keeping my word." And
So
Tuchel was the one upset about it.
So you're referring that he's falling up with the director of the board then? Well,
Yeah,
sorry, sport director.
Yeah, it weren't Tuchel. Tuchel didn't want him to go. He wanted him to stay.
Okay.
I know that. I remember listening to Silva.
Oh yeah, that was a day after the final. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for confirming that, Wayne. Expected team. I think we'll speak about that on Tuesday when I do my stream. We'll speak about that in depth. Yes, the same Tuchel gave Pulisic a debut at 16 years old. Was he 16? Really? That young?
Was he 16? He was in Dortmund. Like, was Tuchel in Dortmund while Pulisic was there?
Yeah, he's the one that brought him out.
Yeah. So he fully integrated him when he was 19. He was making more first team appearances, but yeah, he was very young when he first started playing for Dortmund.
Yeah, definitely. Why would Haaland sign for us over big clubs? Are the links that it's early links right now, but we shall see what happens, man.
I mean, you never know, you know. I mean, at this current time, this pandemic issue, I think we're the only clubs in Europe that have the money and the capability to go out of the transfer window and signing lots of players. You know, I don't think any club will because of the state of the current situation at their club.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, listen, I need to go back to work, unfortunately, but I'll probably do a stream in 5-6 hours time. So I'll let you guys
Go
know.
back to work. Why you go back to work, man? You work from home anyway.
I know, I've got a lot to do, man. Unfortunately, so thanks for coming on, Kofi. Thanks for coming on, Father. Thanks for coming on, Wayne. Thanks for coming on, and we'll talk soon, man. But tell everyone to like the video last time, man. Each one, man. Guys, like the video, man. Like the video, man. It helps out. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification and join the stream in about 5-6 hours time, man. We'll see you guys soon, man. Peace.